Hey gang, welcome back. This is Alfred, and I'm back with another one of our deal or no deal property studies where I take properties that have gone to foreclosure or tax deed sales and analyze whether or not we think that the investor got a good deal. Because I was always taught that you want to get the right information, get it right out of the horse's mouth. And you can't get any closer to the horse's mouth than getting it from a foreclosure sale because you have a lot less competition. Or at least you did back in the day when I started and you had to show up live. But now everything's online. So let's take this first property here in Miami. It's 5930 Northwest 201st Street, Hialeah. And I know little to nothing about Dade County. So I couldn't even tell you what this was near. But it's a 3-2, 1,400 square feet. Before we get into what the investor paid for it, take a look. It's a nice looking house. I can't tell how what the ownership is and how old this photograph is. Now, this was put on auction.com because what auction.com is, it advertises to lenders that say we can generate more interest for your foreclosure if you put it on auction.com because more people will see it, which is true. And we'll give them more information about it. And they say there's 5 photos here. I couldn't access but the one. And I also couldn't get any of the property details like they show down here. Let me quickly get down here just to show you. I couldn't access any of this unless I signed in with the username, and I don't have a username. I didn't feel like making one. I don't need any more junk emails, if you know what I mean, so I didn't do it. So what we know about the house is built in 86. Fine, makes sense. Property ID, single family. 1,400 square feet, blah, 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 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Okay, we're good. The estimated resale value, and this will give you some comparable sales, but I can't get to it because it's locked. So that's no fun. But they say it's worth $600,000. Now, I don't know how old the comps are, or I realize that the market is not the same. So anytime you put anything into print, the minute you print it, it's outdated. So here we are, nice looking house. Let's see what the next thing I want to show you about this is. Okay, so this is the Dade County Property Appraiser sheet. I went to print it and I only got half the house. So these are the roofs for the houses around the subject. Okay, no, it doesn't look like there's any shacks. I don't see any pools. These look like multifamily. But anyways, this is the neighborhood around it. I don't know what that is, but if I was going to buy it, I certainly would drive past it. So it's a 3-2. We see that square feet, living area. Okay, regular lot size, and they give you a whole bunch of more information down here. But the numbers are too small for me really to read, and it's not going to make too much of a difference. And I can't, like Broward, I can't access the deed right from here, so I can't see what happened in previous transactions just by clicking on the deed. That'd be too great, wouldn't it? Oh, I did it! Look at that. Silly me. Okay, so there we got it. Let's see if it's going to show us some. So this looks like we have quick claim deed from one party to another. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more information because these quick claim deeds aren't going to give us any information. There's only 3 documents on here. So all right, that was fun though. I discovered that I could find that out. So the auction.com has this property listed at $600,000, and let's go on and see exactly what happened at the sale. So this is the master sheet for the real auction website that you can access anywhere you want. I think it's right up here. Real Foreclose. There it is. You want to go there, look up Real Foreclose, and you can make an account at no cost, and you can go on and look at all these all you want. But what these are is these are other properties that sold, and I'm not doing these right now. Which one are we doing? Oh, I know what I did. This is a superimposed version of, if you click on bid history, you can't do it on all of them. I mean, you can, but I have a screen pulled up. Click on bid history. It gives you the history of all the bidders on the property. I like to see that. So just let's take a look at this, and I can assure you that this was a long sheet. This started way up on the top, worked all the way down. There were a lot of bidders on this property. There's at least 3 or 4 represented here with the different bidder numbers. Now, what's interesting about the bidder numbers is 68643. That means that their bidder number was issued a lot earlier than 131,185, and that's the winning bidder, was 131,185. My bidder number in Dade County, just to give you an idea, is 26976. So while I've been registered in Dade County a lot longer than this investor, so what that tells me is these guys might be brand new. They might think that they're really getting a deal, and they paid $427,000. $427,000 is what they paid. And auction.com had it worth $600,000, but I'm not going to put any dollars in what they think. So this is very interesting because the final judgment was $549,000, and I wasn't able to print who the bank was, but it was a bank, and they discounted their final judgment. So they discounted it to well below their judgment. They took off easy $100,000, and because I couldn't get the top sheet of this to print, I don't know where they started. So I don't know where their discount started, but based on this and the evidence of the length of the sheet, I'm going to say it was probably 375 is where they started at, which is a pretty bold cut from 549. So they dropped it 150,000 just to exit this property at the sale and let an investor buy it. So the investor paid 427. I can't tell what kind of deal this is right now. The best thing that we can do is track the sale and see what happens in the next 3 or 6 months. And if anything happens that's interesting, that gives us more inclination as to what the deal was, I'll come out and I'll do a second follow-up video to show you what the investor got for it. So here, 427.2 is what's paid. I think they're a relatively new investor based on their bidder number. The house looks like it's decent, so it's possible. But again, in this market, the market's going lower. It's like putting your foot onto a boat that's already got some water on it. You just don't know when the water's going to stop leaking onto the boat. So in any event, this is a cool property in Dade County. I think, listen, I'm a little sketchy anyways. I'm very conservative. 427, if the house is worth 600,000, sounds like a good deal to me. But I just don't like coming out of pocket $427,000. I just don't like doing it, which is why I can't buy in Dade, because I'm afraid to spend that kind of bread on one property. I liked it back in the days when I could buy stuff for 50 and 60 and 75,000. So in any event, this seems like it's an okay property, and I'd love to hear your opinion on it. This is either going to be on YouTube or on my website, and I'd love you to leave a comment about what you think. And if you have any other properties in the county and state that you live in, if they have friendly websites where I can pull up information like I can here in Dayton, Broward, I'd be happy to go over those and review them with you or for you. So leave your comments below. This is Alfred again, signing off for Pockets of Specialized Knowledge. Thanks again for watching, and we'll talk again soon. Have a great week.